actually first spoke with Steve about it quite a few years ago, before he shot the film, and he had told me early on about how he wanted there to be a lot of original songs as well as authentic researched pieces in the movie. And as we sort of progressed through the process, when we were getting to writing a lot of the original songs, I immediately thought of reaching out to Tara Stinson, because we've worked together many times now, actually, and Tara has an incredible facility and gift for music and for lyrics, and we love working together. And so that's kind of how I think that's how it came to you.
He's how it came to me. Nick is awesome, and we work so well together. We speak the same language. We have like so many of the same interests, and whenever he says like this is going to be great, I know it's going to be great. And so his name is Nicholas Bertel, but he's my 𝗟𝗟𝗧𝗗𝗏. I know that winter coat was like very sentimental to Steve, and being like when his he had a family member and he wrapped himself in a coat for that memory, and so that kind of I think was our starting our goal post, to make sure to evoke those emotions, and then of course like the time period. And Nick was like he's very specific with me, like, and so you can't miss. It's like these are the goals that we're making, and then you just go after it, and for it to just be emotional and also a song that could be performed and like from that time.
Yes.
It was like, wouldn't you say? It's just like
yeah. I mean, I think there's a feeling through the whole movie that these songs, what's the role of songs in human life, and especially I think in a challenging time like the Blitz. One of the things that Steve was always talking about was music serves these very important roles of like it sort of helps us persevere through tragedy, but it's also a balm for the heart and soul. And so I think there was an element of that idea that this song is about someone imagining their loved one who isn't there. Saoirse was incredible. Steve and I started working on it actually at Abbey Road. I sketched the initial ideas, and then I reached out to Tara, and we started putting together a fuller structure for it. And then when we presented it to Saoirse, she almost immediately responded to it, and I think that was really heartening because since it's a new song and no one ever sung it before, you're asking yourself, does the song work? Does it feel good for her? And she was so fantastic to collaborate with. I think there was this whole process where she took to the song very quickly, and then her voice is so beautiful.
Be connected with Steve and Nick. It's just like what a dream, and that's the biggest takeaway that I had for myself is that Nick is a continuing bucket list that I've always want to check, and Steve is my first time working with him, so it was just that, and that for me personally.
We worked a lot at Abbey Road, which is always a dream to be there. That studio is so incredible, but it was very much like the process of being in the room and figuring these things out, and then in those similar studio spaces watching it actually come alive. So both the writing and then actually the performance and recording and feeling it come alive was something that, I think that's what we're all, as artists, I think that's what we're all, aiming for, is those kinds of experiences where you create things and then you see them, they sort of...
The paper to the camera is like it's just a dream. Yeah.
Throughout human history, unfortunately there has been great tragedy, but I think watching a film like Blitz, you get a sense that humans do persevere through these trials and tribulations. And I think one of the things that Steve was really going for was to show the way in which humans persevere and to show that that art is also there for us in times of challenges.
New York has been extremely generous to me. I have family here. I've been coming in since '77 when Elvis died and the blackout here, so it feels like a second home almost. Well, it couldn't be more urgent, unfortunately. This movie would have been relevant at any time. It seems we never seem to learn from our past, but more than ever, it seems like now is a perfect time for the film to come out. It's not about familiarity, it's about human beings in a war zone. So I think, people who care about people who are in danger, it's a relevant film for anyone. It's not about being familiar with a particular period in time. It's about sort of being an understanding of who we are as humans and seeing war through a child's eyes and hopefully refocusing our gaze. Saoirse is exceptional, as we all know. I mean, such an amazing actress, amazing artist. And working with Elliott, I mean, again, Elliott is 8 years old when he came on, 9 years old when he started the film. He never acted before in his life. So therefore, it's one of those weird things where things just came together because she took him under her wing. She was 9 years old when she started being an actress. So there was this love, this thing that sort of reciprocated to one another. So it was beautiful.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released.